middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Beast bomb.
And the world will dance around us. They wanna know what we've got. We can breathe underwater. Nothing can hurt us anymore. And as long as we're together, it doesn't matter where we are.
Radiant's bottom tower. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
It's...
The battle begins.
Last year we went to the eye. I remember you smile reflecting the light. We didn't care what tomorrow would bring. It was only right now the sun was alive. I can still see you walk down the shore, holding in all the secrets kept me waiting for the answer. We can do it all again. I know.
First blood.
We're down the line with me.
Invisibility.
Somebody said it's only down to get it done. Get the buzz out under the sun. I know it's not true, I've seen the future. And it's brighter than
Radiant structures are fortified.
last day. Saw you down, didn't care to say hi, you were in a rush. Let's say and see you again. What you care to say down, what's the just a crush? I see you walk down the street, holding in all the secrets, kept me waiting for the answer. The answer. We can do it all again. I know. Somewhere down the line we're meant to come back home. We can do it all again. I know.
Denied.
fortified. Radiant are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But there's something holding on in the way being long gone. There's so many ways to escape, but I guess it's time to wake up, time to wake up. Far too many ways to escape, but I guess it's time to wake up, time to wake up.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle
Pog.
You know I never will make it by. And I
Radiant
can breathe the
attack.
fears in you and I. And I will make it
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
fly without I'm so lost without you. I won't make it without you.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So lost without you. I won't make it without you.
I'm grateful.
I don't care what the others say, and I still think of you night and day, and yeah, I lost my way.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't want to serve you, talking fly without you. I'm so lost without you.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
MVP de producer.
I know all the words, I've heard them in many voices. I feel them within your eyes, I'm judging but disappointed. I'm not the one I used to be, got someone else infusing me. Say, is this when I give or I gave up? It's like I know what to say, but something's getting in the way. This person that you so admire, now stuck in such a bad attire.
Alright guys, the game should be starting shortly.
Tower is under attack.
By the way, my monitor cable for some reason stopped working, so I don't have two monitors right now. It's gonna be a little bit hard for me to read chat, but I'm gonna try my best. Hope you guys are doing okay. You guys are doubters on the mid Tide Hunter? I think mid Tide Hunter is OP as fuck. Remember guys, this guy has a 40% experience gain talent, so like not only you never die, so you're surviving through every single team fight. Solar Crest is so ridiculous on this hero. Do you have any idea what minus 12 armor looks like? I'm gonna show you guys. He actually doesn't go for a Solar Crest, huh? I was watching Matumba and he went for Solar. I kinda like the fact that he can keep the Blightstone because he's going Dazzle later. I guess maybe that's his point, like he wants to have the Blightstone proccing on the Anchor's Mesh at all times because you farm super faster. Like you farm more creeps faster because of the medallion, you lose the proc from the Blightstone. He's going full Pepega for Dazzle. He never dies this game, by the way. He ends up, I think it's 15-0 or something. It's insane. Can you do a video on what heroes to spam 720 and if you know how to upgrade MMR in this meta? Oh. I don't know which heroes to spam, dude. It's just so early. I, though, think spamming heroes like mid-Tide or mid-Rubik that are completely out of the box are probably a pretty good way of getting MMR if you're familiar with the hero already, because people won't know how to deal with it. I was watching Matumba man just destroy a storm as a mid-Tide. And it was just like running at the storm, he couldn't stay in lane.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's so much damage with the Anchor's Smash on the Axe. It's like 30% of his HP. Really want to watch this on Twitch, but College Proxy blocks it. It's okay, dude. You need to look into Cordazo. Well, I was playing Cordazo on stream. I think it's pretty good as well.
Dire
I don't like the Necro 3 though. I think Necro 1 is fine. There's so many other items. Maybe if you're playing like against the techies or against the Koriki,
structures are fortified.
maybe the Necro is fine. I think Necro 1 is perfectly fine to farm. Like, the Necro 3 is way too strong. Like, Necro 3 dies, guys. Like, Necro 3 is okay.
Radiant
If you're
are
destroying a game, maybe you buy Necro 3 to just end the game. But if you cannot end the game, I think just building Necro 1 and farming Ancients is okay. And then you get whatever your team needs. Because you're going to be using Shadow Wave. Your Necros are never dying. And you'll have units to do more damage with Shadow Wave. I don't think you really need anything else. Others. Solo killing the Morph. Oh. Actually stole though. Let's see if he can turn that around. Oh, actually becomes the Tide.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Alright, as I wasted damage. Is Meeple still broken? Maybe he is. Thank you very much for the follow. By the way. Huh.
Invisibility.
Dire's middle tower
This Raider farms so fast. So he goes for solar. He just gets the death stuff first. And that's slightly different from what Matuma Man was doing. Matuma ended up going for solar first. Alright, so no Ravage. You're trying to Roche. Let's see what Zach can do here. Oh, they already got Roche. Good bad one. Alright, that's the Sunstrike. Okay. Okay. Engaging. That's a pretty sad Doom. Okay, so the Morphling just dies. Can you get another one? The Topstone's build is way more about farming, and Matuma Man, I think he ended up going Blink before the Dazzle even. So, this game he's just trying to outscale the Morphling maybe. He already got the talent here. He got a shit ton of levels. That is 60 mana. That's a 60 mana spell. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, I actually survived.
You smell worse than Kunkka.
TI winner's Mayo right there.
That should help.
Okay.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay. Where's the dispel? Rock the dispel.
Impossible.
Og.
By whose hand? Now
Are
you're
scanning.
fish.
Oh, he actually killed me. Alright. So the game should be on in... It should be on right now. So let's check it out. Alright, it's not showing for some reason. So let me double check on Join Dota. Maybe Ghost of Gamers was just crazy. It does say that the game is on, so It should be on very, very shortly, guys. You can just admire more mid-tide hunter while we're waiting. Talk about the new Kaya Yasha item on Shadow Fiend. Well, Manta, a lot of the time, was pretty shitty on SF, but you're forced to go for it just because, you know, you don't want to go BKB and you want to upgrade your, like, Yasha is good on him. So I do think that Kaya is a pretty good upgrade for Shadow Fiend. We might see something like the Uceptor Yasha Kaya, I think. Actually, I wonder how much move speed you got with that. Shadow Fiend. It's probably max move speed, right? If you have... So like if you go Treads, Uceptor, and the Kaya.
Prepare for battle.
That's not even counting your talent. That's not max, but that's pretty respectable. Oh. 477. You have a Shadow Blade. You do get pretty close to max. Kaya Yasha Luna. I don't know. I mean, I do like Aghanim Scepter on Luna against Tinker. So that could be a build. I don't even think you need the Kaya Yasha though. Like, it's already enough damage to solo kill the Tinker anyways. Alright, so... Game should be on shortly, boys. Need travels for max move speed. Also pretty close. How much damage do you do if you raise this here? Let's check it out. Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's pretty good. It's 1.5k damage in AoE. Even then, not sure how good this is actually. Because like I don't know. Like imagine you go Treads use. That's pretty bad. I don't know if that feels good. It's like maybe I don't know. Let's see if there's any Shadow Fiend replays, since we're still waiting for the game anyways. Oh, there you have it. Virtus Pro versus NoPango. I'll just check if anyone has been spamming Shadow Fiend lately. Let's see. Let's take the music out. Oh, we do have... Zai actually played Shadow Fiend. What? Oh, that's awesome, Alan. Wait, the official Beyond the Summit, or do you mean the Brazilian Beyond the Summit? What were they talking about me? So Zai just attempted offlane Shadow Fiend, and it didn't work out. Techies ban, what the fuck? All right, guys. So this is Virtus Pro versus NoPango, and we already have a Phantom Assassin. This new patch is beautiful. Rubik already snatched up, and they're gonna respond with a Magnus. They're fast as all hell here, and they know what they want. That's pretty cool. D.Bowie, you just got mentioned positively on BTS. You're getting there, man. Thank you, Tiger Ego. I'm not sure if I'm getting there, but I do appreciate my everyone likes their dose of positivity. So thanks, BTS, I guess. Thank you very much. Really like your guys' work. Now we have a Lich Brewmaster ban here. It looks like Lich, this has become pretty popular. I really like his new Frost Shield, his new whatever, you know, the old Ice Armor. I think this new spell, I mean, obviously way better. The cooldown is there to balance it out, so you cannot get it on everyone, but still Pretty good spell. You know, the fact that you can actually get AoE damage on a tower on Lich and just leave is pretty good. You can deep
5
push
seconds remaining.
without being there, and that is insane to have on Lich. Spread positivity. Change my Twitter name. Oh, good juju. So, Kato gets picked up. What the hell is happening here? Oh, this feels so different, man. I have no idea what to say here. Greenstroke and Keeper of the Light being picked. It doesn't feel like Dota to me, but it feels refreshing. They're gonna respawn with the Axe pick for NoPango, and now it's a Virtus Pro time to get your second pick in the second phase. We're gonna go with the Spectre. So we have a Spectre Magnus here. Probably Rubik and Greenstroke played as 4 and 5 respectively, and we are waiting it out for the last pick for Virtus Pro and NoPango. The Dazzle already removed, so it doesn't look like no one will be able to play that mid Dazzle everyone's been talking about. Alright, so is there a dedicated clip channel? I don't know. Just wondering where that clip of BTS shouting you out should go. I don't know, guys. I was not watching, unfortunately. I was watching some replays to decide the video of today, and I kind of chose the mid-tide hunter. So that's probably what I'm gonna be talking about. Not sure if I'm gonna pick Thompson's or Matumbaman's mid-tide hunter, but probably Matumbaman because, you know, I already made a Thompson video yesterday, so it just doesn't make sense to make 2 players. You know, I love Thompson, but everyone deserves some love. Might be center for VP last pick. So you think this could be mid Magnus? I don't really like mid Magnus that much, so I would be happier with an offlane Magnus for Mr. Pasha, especially with the Grimstroke. You get a lot of aggression when you pair that skewer with the Inkswell. Is it Inkswell? I think it is. Yeah, I think it is, but I could be wrong. I guess the Magnus pick was also a response to the Phantom Assassin itself. So maybe like they're like, I mean, we don't really like Magnus that much, but PA's insane dispatch. If we give Magnus, it's just gonna look awful for us. So they picked the Magnus, and that is, you know, a risky response by Virtus Pro. They will farm faster with the Spectre, but it's not like the craziest combination ever. Magnus Spectre is just like okay-ish. Virtus Pro now. What will you pick? This could be a mid Rubik in a 4 Centaur. I think that after the changes to Centaur, 4 Centaur is not as good as before. As you could see, like usually Centaur would already be picked. It's very like I don't think Centaur is a 5th pick here. Like there's definitely better heroes, but I don't know. I didn't actually watch a lot of competitive matches of the new patch. I really didn't like watch a lot of games during the weekend, and we had like WESG qualifiers and a couple of games as well. I was not really paying attention. So yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know. Let's see what the last spin here for Virtus Pro. It definitely looks like Pangolier lacks a mid hero. I mean, there's a lot of mid PAs right now, so they could also be lacking a carry. It really depends on how Pangolier likes to play. You know, there's a lot of mid PAs, but I guess it also depends on what Virtus Pro picks, right? Because if you think it's a good mid matchup for the PA, you just leave the PA mid and you pick a carry for yourself. But if that's not the case, then you might see something different. They're gonna take the Huskar. I was actually thinking about that hero. I think Huskar is... A lot of people were like, oh no, Huskar is dead now. I really disagree. And Virtus Pro, they're gonna pick themselves what? So that is indeed mid Rubik. And we're gonna see a support I mean, it could be mid Phoenix. Who knows? This is Virtus Pro. I would love to see a mid Rubik because, you know, I made a video about it yesterday, and it would be nice to see Virtus Pro playing it. And now Pangolier. What the hell are you guys gonna pick against that? I mean,
10 seconds
you don't really have a lot of heroes that deal with the egg very well. That is very apparent. Ursa got nerfed to the ground, so probably not the... Maybe you pick Lina and you safe lane the PA. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Lina is great right now, but maybe that is a good option. Besides Lina, is there even a hero that deals well with the egg? We don't even know if that Phoenix is a 5 or a 3. It's such, you know, dispatch. I actually have no idea what the hell's going on, so. It's a no one Magnus, I think. I don't know. We ran mid Rubik yesterday. Yeah, there's a lot of mid Rubiks showing up. Is this a B03 series? Yes, sir, it is. TA is good. For no Pangolier? Are you crazy? You're against the Phoenix. You're against the Grimstroke. Those refraction charges are gonna burn so fast. There could even be a Radiance on the Spectre. I don't think TA is good at all. I think maybe you go for a... Yikes. There's not a lot of good options here, to be honest. I guess maybe you just go Storm. They don't have a lot of lockdown. But what if that's mid Rubik? Then you get destroyed by the Rubik. Because it's going to have like 5 seconds of disable. They're going with the Necrophos. Definitely not expecting that. There's a lot of magic damage there on the Grimstroke, the Phoenix, and the Rubik. This is going to be Ramses playing his beautiful Spectre. And it is indeed a no-one Rubik, boys. And one thing that they changed on Necrophos that is specifically changed to counter the mid-Rubik is the fact that now the region that comes from Necrophos comes from Heartstopper Aura instead of your Death Pulse. So if Rubik steals the Death Pulse, he would be immortal. He can just like clear waves and he doesn't care. He does like way more damage to the Death Pulse than you. And he's regioning like crazy. So I guess maybe like this Necrophos pick has something to do with that. You know, the Rubik is not as good as the Necrophos against the Necrophos as before. But remember, he can steal the Reaper side. He's going to do more damage than the Necrophos does. And he's also going to lock you down more. So I don't even know how it works. Like if the lockdown stays and you take the damage, or if the damage only comes after the lockdown, who the hell knows? Status resistance is weird. I actually have no idea how this works out. But yeah, interesting mid Rubik on the side of Virtus Pro. We do have a naive Venom Assassin. And yeah, let's just see if this Keeper of the Light is going to be effective. You know, as strong as the little lamp, the disco ball from the Keeper of the Light is, the Rubik can actually steal that. So I don't even know if the lockdown... I think it doesn't change anything just because, like, the lamp turns on and off. It's not about, like, how much disable it does, but it's about how much the lamp changes lights. So I think their lamps are going to be equal, and the status resistance from the Rubik is not going to affect that. I hope. Hopefully it doesn't affect that. Storm versus Rubik, are you crazy, Kappa? Did Bowie get a new mic? Not a fan. Yes, I did get a new mic. I apologize if you're not a fan. But yeah, let's get going. This is going to be No Pangolier versus Virtus Pro. This is a B03. Hope you guys are all comfy and ready for some adults. I am. So yeah, let's get it going here. Let me get my binds. Alrighty. So let's see how this game's gonna pan out, boys. Hope you're all comfy and ready to enjoy some Dota 2. So Slayer with his smoke. It looks like there's already a ward here. So both teams warding in the same place. It looks like there's some hate for Slayer here. Poor boy cannot catch a break. Come on, guys. That's bullying. Can you please remove the header? Of course I can. Of course. Thank you very much for the
30 seconds
insight.
battle.
So a Ghostic here in the bottom lane. It looks like you're gonna send the Spectre to the top lane with Solo. So that is indeed a position 5 Dreamstroke. The Rubik with the standard double mantle and the circlet right here actually buys the Fairy Fire instead of the triple branch. So maybe expecting some early fight in the middle lane, and maybe this Fairy Fire here could be the decisive point in getting first blood. They will commit the third spell here from the Grimstroke, just zoning No Pangolier out, and it looks like we're gonna see a normal 2-for-2. Roger is gonna snatch down one. Middle lane, the Rubik ready to start laning here. I really want to watch the mid lane to see how it pans out. So this is 63 base. Oh, it's actually a mid PA. So 63 base damage versus... Oh, there you have it. Naive. Very, very fast. I think since the Kato was smoked, he got there faster. And they were also able... Oh, that is so annoying. Fade Bolt, minus 20 damage. So that is a, more annoying Brief Fire. The top lane, we do see some fights right here. Ramsey's already half HP against the damage from the tri-lane of NoPango. There, it looks like you're going to send the Spectre bottom. And, alright, he gets the Empower. Feeling pretty happy about himself. It looks like the Elder Titan already moving here to the bottom lane. And we're going to have to wait how this lane is going to pan out. So this is the core Necrophos here. Doesn't have the regen in level 1, so that is pretty annoying for him. The last hits that he get with Death Pulse are not going to be on point. So it makes tri-lanes with Necrophos a little bit worse as well. Because he's not going to have that huge sustain. Although you do get Death Pulse to everyone, so I guess kind of balances out. In terms of last hit here, 8 CS for the PA. I actually didn't expect so much CS. Pretty impressive by Naive considering he only has 50 base damage. Now they will commit the Astro Spirit here. Elder Titan was broken for a couple of days actually. They nerfed the Astro a little bit. I think it's still pretty good. But it was like, you just get Astro normally in a lane and you just run people down. In terms of CS, 11 CS for the Rubik and the X and the PA, so pretty even all around the board right there. Nice. Trying his best to get CS, but that Fade Bolt is indeed quite annoying. Naive just waiting for the Spectre Dagger. Just get it. Poggers. And still no first blood, so just waiting it out here. Not sure which lane has the highest first blood potential. Well, you do have a dual lane versus a dual lane here. I guess... I mean, this is really not a lot of damage. Maybe this one? Green Stroke. Yeah, this is probably where we're going to see first blood. Zayak starting to get pretty low. But Solo doesn't really have the Inkswell available. By the way, guys, I don't like my my monitor. The cable for my monitor just broke, so I don't have the chat available right now. I will go out today to buy a new cable. But if something crazy is going on, if my voice just goes insane, be aware that it might take a while for me to actually see the comments, just because I only have one monitor working, unfortunately. He will commit the Astro once again here. There's a little stack that Zayak is making sure to utilize. And he does get stomped, and this is going to be very problematic for him, Zayak. The Inkswell is going to stun him down, and with the Stroke of Fate, Ramses gets first blood, so that is pretty good for him. Quite unfortunate that the Centaur ends up betraying him. He just wanted to farm the center camp, and he gets first blood. Oh, the lift! Oh, the mischance! Poggers, no one. Oh boy, that was so close. Actually using the stun duration there. If we check it out, the stun duration is actually the same duration as the lift, but you do get more range to work with, right? Because it doesn't really have a lot of cast range, only 550, so he stuns the PA there. Pretty impressive. It's Zayats, not Zayaks. Okay. In the top lane, we do see Pasha with his little Magnus. Already has 2 points in the Shockwave and 1 point in the Empower. Actually, not doing that great here. Only 11-2 versus the... I guess he's trying to dodge the Illuminate from Slayer, so he's been struggling a little bit in that regard, and the PA actually dies here. Axe is level 6. What? Was Ghostic jungling? I actually don't know, but he's level 6 at 4 minutes. I'm not really sure what happened there. They're gonna lift Naive, trying to do as much damage as possible. Has a Fade Bolt available, but does not commit the Fade Bolt, so pretty sure that's not enough damage. 248, 276. There is some magic resistance involved. Now, looks like Sylar gonna zone the Phoenix away a little bit. They do commit the Icarus dive. Roger on a bit of a pickle here. Sylar trying to run him down. Has the Heartstopper aura ready. The Death Pulse is gonna be there. Roger gets the bounty rune, but he keeps on trying to disengage. Can Sylar get this kill? It looks like the right click ends up missing. So definitely not enough damage right there. Naive, 27-1 versus the 32-6. Doing pretty pretty decent. Right, gets another CS. And you know, I do like PA versus Rubik. I'm not sure if they already knew that it was going to be mid Rubik, but if you think about it, like, if you think about it, PA's damage is all physical. So even though Rubik can actually steal those spells, the amplification is not going to be that effective because, you know, he doesn't have any physical damage. Naive pretty low here. They do commit a blinding light. It actually ends up hitting on no one. And I don't mean no one the Rubik, I mean no one. And now Zayak trying to disengage here with the Astral Spirit does not have a lot of HP to work with, and he's gonna get right click down. No one steals the Astral Spirit, so that was his own Astral, and he now TPs back to the base, styling on everyone, and this is a 3-1 for Virtus Pro. Pretty good early game for them right there. You know, no one just... He actually, I mean, he should get his own Rubik Astral Spirit, right? Why does he look like an Elder Titan? That is very confusing. But yeah, I mean, when you get illusions, you don't get PL illusions, you get Rubik illusions. Why would you get a Rubik? Why wouldn't you get a Rubik Astral? Well, anyways. Ghostic level 7 already has the Hood of Defiance for himself, so already preparing for the magic damage that Virtus Pro has. You think wrong. Fate Bolts negates physical DPS. No, dude, what I'm saying is that he can steal the dagger, but the dagger is not a good steal because Rubik has no physical damage. Whereas when you steal a Laguna Blade, it's great because he amplifies that damage and it's not based on, like, the damage from Laguna Blade is fixed. Whereas the damage from the dagger depends on the physical damage. That's my point. You get attack speed with the second spell, but it also doesn't... Not good for Rubik, because besides the mobility, he doesn't have a lot of right-click damage. And now they will commit the Ink Swell onto Naive. It's going to be a stun, and it looks like it's going to be a kill. They do have a lot of lockdown. Naive will Blink Strike and commit the Blur, so they're not going to have vision, but now they will. The salve already ongoing. They will steal the dagger. Fatebow is going to be on Naive, but the raindrops allowing him to disengage a little bit. The slow onto no one. They will commit the Astral Spirit with the Stomp. Do they have no follow-up? Nice slow there from the Dreamstroke. But as you can see, Naive just gets a pretty good kill. Rubik also has a very little armor. So I do like the mid PA versus the Rubik. It looks like a pretty good response by NoPango. Why do you waste your time with the chat? You should focus on casting. Well, I'm just trying to, you know, teach people.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Another good kill there. It's not Naive that gets the kill, but still pretty good for them. Now they are 3-5. They do hit the scoreboard pretty hard. And no one has the double no talismans with the bottle. Looks like he's going for the first item, Blink Dagger. The bottom lane, we do see Ghostic right here with his level 9 axe. Blink Dagger on the way. Oh, hello. The Phoenix just dancing in the middle lane a little bit with the Elder Titan. It sounded kind of heated. Just some feedback, but what? I'm just literally saying. I was literally explaining what I'm saying. Gets the call onto Spectre. Nice Illuminate channel right there. Can they chase Ramses though? He does have the Spectral Dagger level 4, so he doesn't look like NoPango. Do have the damage to get on top of the little Spectre. I do like the Spectre pick versus Axe. You know, I do say that a lot, but it's probably one of the best agility cores versus the hero since Spectre is not really a bursty hero. Doesn't kill himself, doesn't have a lot of attack speed. Even before the Blade Mail, the counter Helix is not going to do that much damage. But they're trying to dive again. The call actually gets cancelled, and Ramses will disengage with the Spectral Dagger. It doesn't look like the Kodo will be able to set up that Illuminate, but in the top lane, they're going for a pretty deep dive here. No one has a haste rune ongoing, but the stun is going to be there. Sylar, he has that level 6. Can they find the Reaper side? They're going to lift the Necros. They're going to silence him with the Grimstroke, and it looks like he is going to fall. Doesn't really have a way to break that annoying little bug, and they're going for more Zayats here. He is by himself against a Chicken, a Magnus, and a Grimstroke. This is a 4 versus 1 scenario, and then that's a pretty sad Elder Titan. He's going to get right-click down. And as it happens, the K is just farming. There's no cares. Triple Wraith Fan, and the Phantom Assassin just wants to get that, I assume, Battle Fury going, but he has a Desolator selected, so maybe going for a more effective and fighting-ish build. In terms of net worth here, how are we doing? It looks like the Axe is ahead of everyone. Jesus. How is he that farm? I don't understand, but he is pretty farmed here. level 10 already, going for the Blink Dagger. The second in the net worth is actually no one. He's 2, 1, and 2. Still going for that Blink Dagger, already 1300 gold on the way. Alright, stolen Blinding Light. So I'm not sure if Slayer would rather give the Blinding Light away or the Illuminate. He did commit it as the Rubik was coming, so maybe he just wanted to give the Blinding Light instead of the Illuminate, because that's a lot of farm on the Rubik, and he has the damage amplification, so his Illuminates are actually insane. Alright. Though the sound disappears, yeah, I can change that though. Yeah, I can do that, so I can actually read chat without influencing the viewer experience. Alright, so we do have Ghostic setting up here. He has the Blink Dagger. That could be the moment. They're gonna get the call with the Stifling Dagger and the jump, whereas Ramses' Haunt, it's not there. Ghostic just gets it done pretty fast. Very poggers here by NoPango. They finally debut the Blink Dagger. And this is a great start for these Axe, way ahead of everyone else. And the PA actually surpasses no one once they get that kill. We do see Roger also setting up here. Has the Supernova available for now. Chooses not to commit that spell. Sylar, level 8. Double no talisman going for the Holy Locket. So pretty good spell. Not only you get a Death Pulse, but you also have that inbuilt region. Oh, middle lane, they're going to commit the nice Blinding Light, zoning them down a little bit. They will get the call onto the Spectre, but the Stroke of Fate actually ends up finding out their Titan. Their Diving Slayer, they will get a second kill, so Virtus Pro just going ham here. Another call, trying to buy time, but it looks like the damage is going to be on point. No one has a Fate Bolt in 2 seconds. They don't even need it. That's a third kill in the middle lane. They just massacre Pangolier. And it looks like they're going to keep on going. They do rotate the PA. Has that blur on going, but Roger, he has that out. You need to be careful, they're gonna blink with that stun, and that is a killing spree for the PA. Doing pretty well here. Actually buys the Blightstone, but now decides that wants to get the Battle Fury. Interesting. So yeah, I definitely prefer the Battle Fury. I think Battle Fury is just insane on PA. Not only, it's not only about farming, but it's also about farming. The mana region, like, you just blink on everything and you don't care. Like, you're as mobile as an anti-mage. It's just an insane item on PA. It looks like that is going to be his choice. They will commit a smoke gank. They do have that Blink Dagger. They're ready to fight. They have the Reaper side available. It's been, I guess, 5 minutes since their Necrophos is level 6 and they never committed that spell. So finally, they will be able to use the Reaper side. There's also smoke gank on the side of VP. This could be very poggers. The smoke breaks. They do have vision. The blink is going to be on point. No, it's not going to be on point. They do commit the right left from no one. It looks like Ghostic commits the call. Doesn't really find anyone, but with that beautiful split earth, no one actually doesn't take that much damage from it. They will get the Sanas onto the X. He doesn't find a second Berserker's Call. So one cooldown gets another one onto the Magnus. There is RP available. They do get that beautiful, beautiful Ball of Lighting. They will get a good Reaper sight onto the Phoenix, and they keep on moving for Pasha. Where's your RP? There's no RP. He's going to be right-click down to death, and it looks like Solo does not have a different fate. He's going to get Culling Bladed by Ghostic, and they do find 3 kills in this jungle from Virtus Pro, so they do fight back, and they get a pretty even fight after that massacre in the middle lane. They were not able to find his Meteor 1, and it doesn't look like NoPango will find a tower that fast. I mean, they're trying to pressure this one, but it's not going to be super fast. This is only a Necrophos right-clicking a tower. Oh, naive. Commits the blur. He actually gets on top of no one. No one had no vision. He will lift this PA. Oh, that is a beautiful, beautiful Echo Stomp on the X, but it doesn't matter. Naive finds the kill anyways with the Blink Strike. Alright. Spec versus PA. Who would win? I think PA is pretty good versus Spectre. Especially if you got lifesteal. Heroes that have a lot of lifesteal usually do pretty okay with Spectre in the late game. Spectre going for a Yasha, by the way, so not having the greatest of games, even though there's a Magnus paired up with it. I didn't saw Pasha giving a lot of empower to the Spectre, and right now they're completely separated, so there's not going to be that possibility. Dire Scan will be committed. It looks like Ghostic's trying to set up for the value runes, and he will be successful. They do get the Icarus die here, but a Blinding Light from Slayer allowing Ghostic to disengage, at least for now. They do drop the spirits here onto Ghostic, but it's not going to matter. And it looks like they actually get 3 bounties on the side of NoPango. I guess just 1 on the side of Virtus Pro. So the mid Rubik actually not being as effective as I expected. And you have to remember, Rubik does not scale that well, especially if you don't have a perfect early game. Right now, no one is 3-2, by the way, so he's not having that amazing game we saw Thompson have on my video. Well, I wonder how effective this Rubik is going to look like 10 minutes from now. He does have level 10, guess the health talent. So let's see if Virtus Pro, they can actually put that RP to use. I didn't saw an RP the entire game, and I guess they are waiting for the Blink Dagger. He ended up going for a Hood of Defiance before the Blink, which means that the Blink Dagger will naturally come a little bit later. Ghostic here just trying to... Oh, we got a call onto Ramses, and there's absolutely no one here. They are TPing this Elder Titan. Do they have the... Oh, it looks like the Spectre actually killed the creep, and the Battle Hunger ends up proccing. So the the Spectre just TPs to the bottom lane, and Ramses is going to be fine. Pasha finally gives the Unpower. Looks like Manta is going to be the next item here for the Spectre. Not surprised at all. Fade Bolt's going to be committed. And yeah, pretty slow game for now. PA still trying to finish that Battle Fury, and she's very, very close. Only needs this 1 CS. Get it? There you go. Now the Battle Fury is done for Naive, and he's going to scale infinitely harder than the Spectre. At least, in my opinion. Battle Fury done. Can he get a stack here? Nope. Oh, bottom lane. They do get a Reaper side kill on Pasha. So, that's so costly, I think. You know, the fact that he ended up going for this Hood of Defiance. I didn't saw the Hood being that good, being that effective. And now they don't really have any plays until the Blink Dagger is done. And now he gets Reaper side. He's going to be out for 40 seconds. This is not looking good for Virtus Pro. The Rubik also a hero. I mean, they do have the Blink Dagger on the Rubik, but they're not very comfortable going for plays without that Magnus, it looks like. So no one is just pushing this lane, and as he pushes that lane, they are losing a tier 2 right now. So I wonder if he's ever going to rotate. Nice Glyph. Denies no on the tower last hit. Let's see if he's trying to go again. The Radiant Scan is there. Doesn't find the tower last hit. So pretty good for NoPango anyways. Blinding Light being committed once again, just booping Roger away from those creeps. It looks like Solo just making sure there's no vision here from Pangolier. Drops a sentry in the middle lane. We do see pretty much the entirety of Pangolier besides the PA. PA just farming it up. Already gets the damage talent, the corruption talent. This PA is just scaling like crazy, boys. Look at the difference in net worth right here. 9,000. And it's just going to get worse and worse. They will commit the Hound right here. It looks like a fight is growing up. They are disengaging with Ghost. He has an Invis rune. And he will get a double call. Buyback onto the Elder Titan. They do get the Grimstroke out right there. Can they actually break through the Zag? They're going to drop the Disco Ball. And this is a kill onto that Roger's Egg. They will steal what seems to be... Oh, they steal the ball. They do steal the Will-O-Wisp. Let's see if they're going to be able to commit this. Rubik still holding on to it. Will get it done. And Axe is going to get stuck. Do they get a good RP here? They actually already committed the RP. They're going to farm the Will-O-Wisp. So that was not as poggers as I anticipated. But they will be able to disengage. They only lose the Grimstroke and the Phoenix. But this is only a dead Kato, and this is also a free tower for Pangolier, and the gold advantage starts to increase. They will steal the Stifling Dagger once again here. Oh, nice call onto Magnus with a Blade Mail and the split of Reaper side. Jesus Christ, that is a dead Magnus, and it looks like Roger is trying to help, but he's already very low HP here. Can they find a kill onto PA? Yes, they can. Somehow they were able to find it. I think that was the silence from Solo onto that Phantom Assassin, so... Okay. That ends up being pretty decent for Virtus Pro. Only a 1,000 goalie. They do lose the tower, but they find the most farm hero in the game. And it was actually no one getting that kill. So that is a lot of gold going towards this mid Rubik. And he is, yeah, he's already on Uceptor territory right there. Pretty good for him. Alright. Looks like Solo destroyed a sentry ward. Okay. So let's check the items from everyone. Phantom Assassin has the Battle Fury going for a BKB. Outer Titan has drums. The Necrophos with that Holy Locket wants to get a Radiant Staff. The Blade Mail Blink Dagger from the axe, as well as that Hood of Defiance Pipe, is his next item of choice. And Keeper of the Light doesn't really have much. The Phoenix has an urn going for the Giga Urn. Actually has gold for it. We'll probably finish it in the side shop right now. Magnus with the Blink Hood of Defiance. Greaves is his next item of choice. Rubik, we already talked about him, and the Mantra is done for the Spectre, wants to get the Diffusal Blade next. And the Grimstroke has a Bracer. It doesn't look like any of the teams really has any intentions. Oh, it looks like Virtus Pro, they will commit for a smoke. The RP is back again, and let's see if they can find a good jump. They don't really rush or push that fast, so they need to find those kills to actually get any objectives going. And it looks like this little Kato is going to be the first casualty of war. I mean, smoke for a position 5 Kato, I think that's pretty decent. No Pangolier, they're probably fine with what just happened here. No one does get an insane duration telekinesis. There was not much that a Kato could do to disengage from that. No one gets in power. Pog. So much damage. And it looks like that's it. You know, they can't force this much more than they are already forcing. In the bottom lane, we do see the TP out. And Zaya is farming it up. It looks like he actually wants to get a BKB next. Interesting. Oh. Actually looking for the Outer Titan, but it's not gonna find it. Those NoPango guys are sick. Yeah, they're pretty good. Zayat, you know, this guy is pretty famous. He's been playing competitive Dota for a while now. Now they do get a new scepter onto the Necrophos, but the game is pretty slow right now. They're just farming this PA, and somehow the Spectre actually really caught up in farm here. I guess the Empower from the Magnus being used constantly now, allowing Ramses to farm at the same pace as the PA. PA is ahead in levels, has BKB, level 18, so that's a huge power spike for her. I wonder if this is their time to shine, their time to fight. They will try and clear up the wave here with Necrophos. Do they have a smoke onto this Kato? They do, so I think this is their... Yeah, that's definitely their time. Oh, they ping this TP. Oh, this is so costly. They ping the TP here, and they will know. They know 100% that they are actually... wait, actually, I'm not sure if that was a TP from the Axe or from the Magnus. I'm not sure. But I think Virtus Pro are ready for this. They will commit us with themselves. Oh, no, they actually blink out of the silence, but now the Axe is going to get silenced anyways. The Axe is going to be dropped out. They do get the Disco Ball right here. Can they actually clear this egg from Roger? They are trying, but they won't be able to get it. And now Ramses, that is going to be a very low HP Spectre. Nice RP, buying time for the Ramses Spectre to disengage. Now, he doesn't get the vision, but they actually get a war going. They will find a kill onto Ramses. He doesn't have the Haunt anyway, so he's not going to buy it back. They find the Grimstroke, and no heroes dead on the side of Pangolier. It's going to be a huge fight for them, and I think they can Rosh straight up, and they will. They have the drums, they have this insanely farmed PA, the call from the Axe. Look at Roshan. Oh. Dude, this ult from the Keeper of the Light is actually way better than I anticipated. Like, what's the cast range? That is a pretty decent cast range, right? You just drop it there. People are gonna get confused, and you just shred the Spectre.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Alright, so... in terms of Diffusal Blade here, the Spectre is actually pretty close to it. Grimstroke is just maxing bracers at this point. The Rubik with the Scepter actually wants to get a Gold Scepter to avoid the Phantom Assassin. And yeah, speaking of Phantom Assassin, that is a dead Grimstroke. So Solo not having the happiest of games, unfortunately. PA just chilling here in the high ground. We'll blink to the low ground. Level 20. Has the triple Stifling Dagger, can just clear waves like their butter. And it looks like they want to engage right here. The Battle Hunger being committed. So it's a Battle Hunger on Battle Hunger action right here. No one trying to disengage. Cannot blink out. He's going to use Scepter the Necrophos. Zaya. Can he get the spirits there? He can, but the Stomp is not going to be on point. And no one is just going to blink out. As that happens, Pash actually gets to Bounty Runes. Pretty pesky play in Virtus.pro. Even though it looks like they're not in the upper hand, they actually get to bounty runes. Pasha now cutting up the wave. What a beautiful play by Virtus.pro. Now he blinks out and he's going to be just fine. They will commit the stomp right here. Roger is not going to be clipped by it, and now the Golden Shower TP out is going to be Gucci. So VP just outmaneuvering NoPango right there. It looks like they are trying to commit for a tier 2 tower here. Let's see if they will be able to get it. They do have this creep that survived the creep cutting from Pasha, so it will be available for NoPango eventually. Alright. There you have it.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Naive just taunting away. Looks like he's gonna keep on farming here under the guise of that blur. Has the Desolator ready. So Desolator, Battle Fury, BKB. This PA is insanely farmed right now. Probably will get a Nullifier once the Gold Scepter on the Rubik gets revealed. No one has that item, but just see the difference between the players. Level 15 Rubik versus a level 20 PA. And that is just, you know, I think that was just a beautiful PA pick. There's a lot of heroes, a lot of the normal mid heroes, you know. Your Linas, your Invokers that will be crushed by this mid Rubik. He is the Grand Magus after all, but when there's a PA, the Rubik just doesn't do much. The steals from that same level enemy mid hero, it's just not as effective. You're a Rubik, you don't have any damage. Your Stifling Daggers are just as low. And yeah, it's a good slow, but you know, when it's just not as effective as it could be. Pasha will blink out. It looks like he knew his positioning, but Pasha is going to be fine. At least for now, yeah, the Astro is going to be committed here. No Pangolier. They go for another tower. In terms of Aegis duration here, they do have about 2 minutes. So I wonder how much they're going to pressure this, especially because this is a 9-second BKB, pretty fresh. The PA is ready to commit it if necessary. As that happens though, Roger already setting up to cut the wave. He's going to be here, commits the Golden Shower onto the Quals. And is it enough to clear? Yes, so he's going to be fine here. He just clears up the wave with the level 4 Sunray. And he is Gucci.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Bottom lane, the PA comes here to clear up the wave. The only outer tower available for Virtus.pro is this one. Every other outer tower is now down. Whereas Pangolier, they have 3 tier 2s. Some of them not in great shape, but they are up. And they even have a tier 1 here in the bottom section. The real committed TP here. Looks like Han was committed onto Ghosted. He's trying to TP away, but the lift from Rubik will be enough, and they will find a kill onto that axe. That's a kill for Ramses. He's pretty happy about it. Gets a tip by no one. And now the Diffusal Blade is ready, and he's already very close to a Relic. So it looks like he is going for the Radiance, wants to scale. Sacrifice ended up giving the Radiance away to get the Scepter and now a Heart of Tarrasque. So no Radiance on the side of Pangolier. Now Pasha, they're gonna get a good lift here onto this other Titan. Where's the RP? They will go for it. That's a 2-man RP, but the disengage from that Kato, they have to break the little disco ball, and it's still up. They will get a Reaper side counter kill. That is a dead Spectre. That is a dead Magnus. Everyone on the side of Virtus.pro falling just because of that Will-O-Wisp. It looks like a good RP, but they just turn it around with the Kato. And now Virtus.pro, they're just marching forward. They want to get the last outer tower. They're just going through backdoor protection. That's how farmed Naive is, but they will wait. Oh, what? Where the hell is their creeps? What the hell is going on here? It looks like someone is dragging the creeps around. Mr. Roger just dragging the creeps around. They commit the glyph here. They will commit the Eclipse dive away, but the creeps, they're ruthless. They don't want to go back to the mid lane. They are free from their masters, and it looks like this tier 2 will remain. So even though they actually lose the Spectre for 100 seconds, they actually hanging there. But now they decide to go bottom. Pangolier, they're like, whatever, we're just gonna force this Spectre buyback. Let's see how much they will be able to do. Laid out glitches. They do blink forward with that PA. Stolen Blink Strike from no one, and he's going to disengage, but the Spirit here, that's a 3-man Echo Stomp, and they will just go forward. That is a dead Magnus. Straight up buyback by Pasha. And now Pangolier will commit for this. Nice Fate Bolt onto everyone. Goes to trying to focus onto the tower, but they will disengage. There is no RP, but it looks like Pangolier, they are afraid of what the Russians offer. They will commit the Stifling Dagger here. Maybe they can set up for a tier 2 tower, but you need to be aware of the haunt and the Spectre respawning in 9 seconds. Speaking of Virtus Pro here, it looks like they are trying to go for bounty runes. Roger already gets one and TP's away. There's still one here. This tier 2 tower is not going to fall, and the Spectre already going for this one. Oh, actually, nope. Ramses is greedy. He's going to farm first, and this will give the other Titan the possibility of maybe finding this. He's not going to find it. Ramses does get that one out. Alright, the Spirit just zoning Ramses out. Middle lane. They will force this quite a bit. It looks like the Catapult is in position, and Naive farms another tower for himself. Alrighty, boys. So, 7,000 golded. Let's check the win percentage. It's about 90%, so... You know, only a 7,000 golded, but it does look like the Frog likes Auto and PA more than he likes the Spectre, and that is new for me. Oh, smoking from the side of NoPango. They have that Shadow Blade onto the axe. He's looking for an opening. Ideally, would like to find these Magnus just because of how annoying that RP could be. They're not going to find any jumps, and it looks like Virtus Pro, thanks to their patience, they're not going to get jumped. They do hold their high ground here, and it looks like Ramses is going to be the only hero showing for now. Just clears up the wave. In terms of Radiance, he is very close. In terms of net worth, though, he's not as close. He's not that close to the PA anymore. 20,000 gold, so that is almost a 30% more farm on the PA in comparison to the Spectre. You know, PA is just a hero that offers so much damage for free. You just stifle and dagger people from 1200 range away. Roshan will be up in 2 minutes, so that is not a fast Roshan timer, unfortunately. You know, no Pangolier, they're definitely in the driver's seat right now, but they cannot Roshan end the game. So, Virtus Pro, they're going to be in the base for a while. But, yeah, they're going to finally commit their smoke gank. The Radiance is now up for Ramses. They do get the level 20 talent. So there's a lot of good reasons for Virtus Pro to fight. Let's see if they can find a good jump. They will commit a skewer with that pawn. That is the Spectre dead already. He will commit the Will-O-Wisp here, allowing them to disengage a little bit, but the BKB also naive. He just moves forward, and that is a dead Grimstroke. They will try and focus. Oh my god. That is a dead Ramses. The Abyssal Blade from this PA just melts Ramses. No buyback. Naive, though, trying to disengage. The Golden Shower is a lot of damage. Can they get on top of them? Of course they can. That's a Reaper side. That's a triple kill for the PA, and the only hero alive is the Magnus, but with no RP, GG gets called, and Virtus Pro, they are going for a game 2, and they are not in the driver's seat. That is not what you expect, what usually happens when it's Virtus Pro playing, but no, Pangolier showcasing that there's maybe more talent in the CIS region than most people might think. Guys, thank you very much for watching the game here with me. If you enjoyed the cast, make sure to follow. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube or follow on Twitch. If you can watch this on Twitch, the link is in the YouTube description, and I really appreciate anyone that can watch on Twitch. It really helps me out because I'm trying to get into casting, and you know, the exposure on Twitch is amazing. If you can't, it's okay. Enjoy your royalty-free music. We will be back in about 10 to 15 minutes, so get going and go and shower. Yeah, hope you guys are having a great day, and we will be right back.
give it all for a look, for a call, for a kiss, for a roll, a part of any universe, of any planet and sky. Brought emotion by your light. You're a star in the night. You keep me up when you say, fall into my arms. Love is strong. Come along. Fall into my arms. Come on over. Let your soul fall into my arms. Finally I can feel you. Finally I can see you. Fall into my arms. You move the mountains in my way, make me whole, make me sway, keep me up, keep me sane, and let me love you all the same. Send in the trumpets, send them all, calling fire in the hall. Come to life, let it blow. You give me hope, and I say, do you see me now? Do you see me now? Like I see you now. And I'm calling, fall into my arms. Love is strong, come along, fall into my arms. Come on over, let your soul fall into my arms. Finally I can feel you, finally I can see you. Fall into my arms.
I wanna get closer, wanna come over, I wanna get moving, grooving. Your folks disapprove it. We can have fun, yeah. Don't need no money, and we can be brilliant without millions. Baby, it ain't no closer. Wanna come over, I wanna get moving, grooving. Your folks disapprove it. We can have fun, yeah. Don't need no money, and we can be brilliant without millions. Get up and down, get up and down, get up and down and move around. Get up and down, get up and down, get up and down and move I wanna pull over and pick a 4-leaf clover. I want you to kiss me, diss me, and say you really missed me. We can watch stars, yeah, and we can dance on top of cars, yeah. We can make billions, not zillions. I wanna pull over and pick a 4-leaf clover. I want you to kiss me, diss me, and say you really missed me. We can watch stars, yeah, and we can dance on top of cars, yeah. We can make billions, not zillions. Get up and down, get up and down, get up and down and move around. Get up and down, get up
Virtus Pro's turn to pick.
Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. This is
10
game 2
seconds
between
remaining.
Virtus Pro and Pangolier. I apologize for taking so long. I was
5
trying to
seconds
make food
remaining.
because I was starving. But yeah, this is game 2. Surprisingly, Pangolier takes it relatively easy. It was a fast game. It looks like I think that, you know, one of the key problems that game was the Magnus going for a hood. I think it really slowed down his game. He's like, the way you want to play with a core Rubik is just going after people at all times. So the first problem is you have a Magnus. He cannot fight at all times because of the nature of RP. Then you have a Spectre that didn't really get the best laning stage, so the Spectre needs to keep on farming. You don't really have the tools of snowballing with the Rubik, and he feels useless. Your Magnus is useless because he doesn't have a Blink Dagger.
10 seconds.
And he kind of snowballed from there. So maybe a bit of a, you know, and I was talking about that. I said they picked PA and they don't want, like, they don't want that Magnus. They literally just picked the Magnus right after the PA pick just because they didn't want to give the Magnus away, or maybe they just didn't want to ban the Magnus. But suddenly they also have this core Rubik that doesn't synergize with the Magnus at all. He doesn't make use of the Empower. And I think it was kind of a reactionary movement from Virtus Pro they probably regret. So, you know, hopefully they're going to get a better draft. They actually first phase ban the PA, and that leaves open other heroes, like the Treant. The Pangolier very, very quickly snatch for themselves. Actually remember to remove the overlay. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, so they're going for the Rubik pick, this time without the PA. I think the PA is probably the hardest counter to the mid Rubik, to be completely honest. I think it just, maybe, I mean, maybe there are other heroes, but, you know, PA is probably the hardest counter that is also, like, one of the strongest heroes in this patch. So maybe that's what we saw. I don't know. I definitely enjoyed seeing a mid PA there. By the way, guys, I am starving. And I'm sorry for any noises that might be weird. So they get a Terrorblade here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm on par with, like, they pick Terrorblade into the Faceless Void. That's like one of the hardest counters to the Terrorblade, since he cannot Sunder. We don't want you to go away on this on the Terrorblade. Interesting.
5 seconds remaining.
There's also no Blinding Light. You can actually throw people into the Chronosphere. You can even, oh man, you can even, like, drop the Willow Light inside the Chrono, and he probably, like, drags people inside the Chrono as well. There's so much potential here. Oh, I really like Pangolier's draft once again. I think their draft is on point here. Liking a mid hero. Virtus Pro, they could be going for the mid Rubik again, or this could just be a position for Rubik in position 5 Brewmaster. Not really sure what's their plan.
Virtus Pro's turn.
Yeah, combo
to bat.
success. Why don't you just hit the Chrono? What? Shadow Demon removed, so they don't want. First of all, the Shadow Demon can save people in the Chronosphere, but it also creates Terrorblade illusions. You do have that break ability onto the X later on, which is pretty good. I wonder if this Enigma, it could be support for Enigma as well, and the Rubik could be in the middle lane.
5 seconds
So,
remaining.
with Virtus Pro, they definitely like to play their core Enigma with Roger. I wonder,
Pros,
they're
turn
gonna
to
take
pick.
the Zeus out. Natural Terrorblade counter, no Pangolier, they are lacking the mid hero. And they're gonna get a Wyvern. So once again, I think this is going to be a mid Rubik for Virtus Pro, and they actually snatch. Oh, poggers! Skyref Mage in the middle lane. One of my favorites. Oh, mid PA, mid Skyref Mage. This is just beautiful. I just love this, and it looks like they're gonna give it to no one. To be fair, I do think that Rubik is better versus the Skyref Mage than he is versus the PA. Just, stealing Arcane Bolt on Rubik is actually pretty good. You have a lot of intelligence, you have the Amplify, your silence lasts longer than the Skyref Mages. But if the Skyref Mage can actually get the silence before you do anything, then you just get exploded. You don't have magic resistance anymore on the Rubik, so you're actually quite squishy. I wonder how this is going to pan out. Let's see if Sylar can actually showcase some top tier Dota. Guys, this is game 2 between Virtus Pro and NoPango. Thank you very much for being here. And if you guys are watching this onto the Twitch stream, you can actually vote who you think it's going to take this. So make sure to drop on the Twitch stream. The link is in the YouTube description if you're watching there. And let me give you guys. So who is winning game 2? You have to type 1 for VP and 2 for NoPangolier. Make sure your voices are heard, guys. Alrighty, let's go. Oh, we have a lot of VPs here, huh? So you guys think the Terrorblade is still pretty good? I don't know. What I see here is NoPangolier leaving the new patch, and Virtus Pro still, holding on to some old ideas. There's Enigma from Pasha. There's Terrorblade from Ramses. The No One Rubik is definitely a new addition. But what about everything else? I don't know.
Prepare for battle.
So let's just get it going. It looks like, pretty tied up here. 6 votes for VP, 5 votes for NoPangolier, actually 7 now. So Virtus Pro definitely on the upper hand, but not by much, especially considering that they are Virtus Pro, the team that everyone looks up to. So let's see what happens. Let me just get my headset going here. Alright, boys and girls, if there's any girls watching. Looks like Ramses is here in the bottom lane, but he might be going top. We don't really know. The Pasha Enigma will dance here with... I love taunts, man. Oh, that's beautiful. This is just top tier Dota right there. Now, Slayer does find no one, and it looks like he's gonna be chasing the little Cotto, but the old man is way faster than the Rubik, so there's no way that no one can catch up to the Cotto. Looks like Roger, though. Tries to get in position. Slayer will be repelled to his own side of the map. Naive, can he actually get this bounty rune? Nice blinding light. It does allow Naive to get the bounty. It looks like this is a 3-for-1 trade right there. Pasha, the only hero on the side of Virtus Pro, actually gets a bounty rune. Ramses already running bottom, and it looks like, this is going to be the mid Rubik versus the mid Skyref Mage. So let's see how this is going to pan out right there. Sylar ready with that Skyref Mage, just commits the Arcane Bolt already. The Fate Bolt response from the Rubik, but you can always commit your Arcane Bolt to actually get CS, so it doesn't really affect the Skyref Mage as much. You do lose some of your kill potential because your mana is your kill potential, but still, it's going to be relatively okay. Pasha already commits the Demonic Conversion. This is the beautiful Mango build right there. By the way, guys, visit www.d2mango for free mangoes if you're interested. Ramses already committing the Metamorphosis right here, just zoning Ghostic a little bit. It looks like there is a Zayat Chain Protector here, trying to get that CS, and he does get it. Now he's trying to disengage. We'll be fine. Ghost Stick still level 1. Commits that Battle Hunger, but it's pretty easy for Ramses to remove that thanks to his high base damage. So looking for a body block. He's not going to find it, so that's just the end of the engagement right there. In the middle lane, it looks like 3 CS for Skyref Mage versus 4. So very, don't expect so little CS so long into the game. So I guess they were just trading hits quite a bit and not focusing CS that much. Sylar does surpass the Rubik in terms of CS now. And it looks like Roger's just farming this pull here that Slayer ended up going for. Trying to get the deny, but Roger, does not get it. Only 55 base damage onto that little Brewmaster Naive. Just blocking the creeps here to get the perfect creep equilibrium. And Ramses will be chased down by an axe, but not for long. Even though he doesn't have Metamorphosis, they are just fine with the creep equilibrium being here. Nice pull coming from Solo. Let's see if the NoPango will be able to contest it. The tomato already clapping there. Oh, guess this, yes. There you go. Now Zayat will commit the Leech Seed as well as the Boop. Solo commits the Arctic Worm to disengage for the 3s. And it looks like he's going to be fine. Just disengage through the left area of the camp. Pasha level 2 has decent amount of denies. You know, I was wondering whether getting gold instead of experience benefits or not the Enigma. You know, you get more gold, but is it like, is this better than the old Enigma or not? That's a pretty interesting question that I had. I still have no answer for it. It looks like VP, they do believe in the core Enigma, because I mean they were picking more support Enigma than core, and then this patch drops and they're picking core Enigma. So I'm like, maybe they think that this is actually better. Let's wait it out, Pash. We're trying to get the creeps here. Nice deny by Naive. And it looks like Terrorblade is going to be the first blood. They do chase him down with that Boop and the Battle Hunger. Axe gets his level 3. He's pretty happy about himself. The middle lane, it looks like the Skyref Mage is forced back to the fountain. So, not great for him. It does mean that in terms of less hits and denies, the Rubik is ahead by a decent margin, actually, doubling that Skyref Mage's CS. So, not a good start by Sylar. Was expecting a little bit more, I have to say. Nice deny right there. Commits the Arcane Bolt once. Can he get this one? He will. Actually doesn't. Feels bad. Fade Bolt damage. Reduction. Pretty good. Naive just forming it up. Doesn't get that deny. Now he's just going to taunt towards the tower. The Skyref Mage already going for the rune right here. Doesn't have a bottle, but just wants to be sure that he's going to deny it from no one. No one doesn't have a bottle as well, and it looks like this Wyvern ends up falling here in the bottom lane. Ramses' Metamorphosis is not enough to actually get on top of Ghostic. In fact, he will commit the Battle Hunger here. Zayat doesn't close the gap, and in the top lane, Roger trying to battle Zayat once again for those pulls that he is constantly trying to attempt. The notify sound is quite disturbing, sir. I am sorry for that. I can reduce the volume if you guys want to. Is the volume okay? Like the Dota sound, is it too low? Oh, Pasha. Does not get that CS, so it's doing okay in terms of denies here. 8 denies. It looks like the Trinity is pretty low, but he's not going to fall. It looks like the Rubik is also pretty low. He actually is forced to go back to the lane. So both players are actually forced back. It looks like Sylar this time will be able to recover in terms of CS, but still pretty decent advantage there. 6 CS extra for no one, as well as a couple of extra denies. Slayer will be found by Pasha here. Has only 1 point in the Malphite, so that is not enough damage to actually get the little Caudle, especially considering how fast he is. Already has boots, so this is a pretty pesky Caudle right there. In the bottom lane, we do see Solo just flapping his little wings here. They are trying their best to cut up the trees, so the Treant cannot actually get on top of them. The Nature's Guys is going to break. And yeah, pretty slow game for now. Oh, Naive commits the time out for it. As I said, this is slow. They will. Oh, nice Blinding Light away. Can they actually get a bash? The body blocks from the Caudle are not going to be enough. And it looks like Pasha will be able to disengage this nicely. Zayat. Okay, it looks like we see a rotation here from Roger. And this could be the beginning of a heal in the middle lane. Nice clap with the stolen slow from the Skyref Mage. Just one poop there. There's no way they're going to be able to find that one. Oh, Slayer attempts the Blinding Light towards the tower, but the Brewmaster is going to be fine. In the bottom lane, they are trying to dive, knowing that the Brewmaster did rotate. Ramsey is pretty low, doesn't have that Sunder, and he's going to fall. But with the clap, it looks like he's going to find a counter kill. So Roger being very, very participative in this early fight. Zayat, though, will be able to disengage. He just walks through the trees, by the way. Very balanced right there, and he's going to disengage from that dive just as easily. So yeah, the Scarf Mage does die. He's only level 5. The stolen concussive shot proving to be pretty pesky, especially considering that it lasts for longer thanks to Arcane Supremacy. Still has it. We're going to commit it once again, and now steals the Arcane Bolt that he can commit. But now they might be trying to go for no one. No, they won't. No one actually gets a Regen Rune going. It's going to be fine. And now Roger once again trying to get on top of Sylar here. The Silence, though, won't allow the clap to come through. Roger still looking for the clap. Does not find it, and that's going to be a kill. It's actually Slayer that finds it. They will get a Lich Seed onto no one, trying to disengage. Uses the tree to try and get the boop. That was pretty inventive by Zayat, but doesn't get the move speed. That was a pretty fast no one right there, and it looks like they are not going to be able to find that Ruby. No one, though, might be interested in playing with this tree in right here. Zayat trying to get into the trees. No one is in a pretty safe position. He's not going to fall. Pasha level 5. The Naive Faceless Voice like ahead in terms of experience, so there's going to be a Chronosphere very shortly. I wonder if these Wraith Bands are enough for him to find a kill. The Malefice Naive will disengage. It looks like they're trying to get on top of the Rubik here. No one, very low in HP. They will get a kill with the Slayer Ricardo once again. So, you know, I feel bad for the Scarif Mage. You know, a lot of kills that he was trying to participate, he actually doesn't get the... Oh, nice silence onto the Scarif Mage. They do get the... Oh my god, Solo actually gets that kill with a right click. And now the Cold Embrace buying time. Roger will show up. The clap is there. Solo tries to disengage. Won't be able to disengage, but the hasted Chain Protector won't really fall to this Roger Brewmaster. In the top lane, we do see Pasha with Black Hole available, and Chronosphere is also ready for Naive if he wants to use it. Alright, is this a kill? They do have the lift as well as a Black Hole. They are sending the Scarif Mage here as well. The Radiant Scan looking for the Naive. Oh, there you have it. He's going to move forward. Doesn't commit the Chronosphere for now. Trying to get on top of the other heroes, and they don't want to go for this play. No one was around, and he would be able to easily steal. Oh, they actually find themselves an Enigma. And that is a dead Enigma. Just as that. They're going to still illuminate. It looks like he lifts the Keeper of the Light towards Roger, and there's going to be a Clap Slayer very low, and the crit is more than enough damage. The Stolen Illuminate just zoning. No Pangolier there, and they're going to be just fine. So, almost level 6, so that's a lot of levels here from him and Silent. Trying to disengage, gets the slow onto Roger. The Illuminate is not going to clip him, and it looks like VP, they give up into this fight. Alright. Very interesting ward here by NoPango, this high ground area.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay. So, how are we doing in terms of win percentage here? What Gaben thinks about this? Pretty close. Alright. About 50%. On the bottom side of the map, it looks like Ramses is trying to engage onto Ghost Take Bounty Room. Time no one will be able to snatch this one, but NoPango will be ready for this. So they do trade 2 for 2, if I'm not mistaken. They actually end up losing the Chain Protector here. Not really sure what he was doing. But yeah, that's not great for him. It looks like the Scarif Mage finds himself an Arcane Rune. He's going for the Topson build, no bottle. Going for the triple, no Talisman into probably... He's probably going 4 nulls with treads into Kaya. Or maybe just 3 nulls. Not really sure what he is trying to attempt. Is this another no Talisman? No, this is boots. He's going for triple nulls into possibly treads into possibly Kaya. Veil is way better. Sorry, way worse on Scarif Mage now because the no talismans, like you cannot use the no talismans and the Veil build up is so bad. I'm not sure he's going for the Veil anymore. Alright, the Illuminate's going to fly out, does not clip the Scarif Mage, and this Faceless Void is just farming it up, already level 8, farming Ancients here. That is the beauty of the new time lock. You just, I don't even know how it works. But it's just like get bashes and your hero's just bashing people. Bottom lane solo, level 6 has the Winter's Curse available. Is this a smoke gank? Yeah, there is a smoke here. 2 smokes actually for solo. I wonder if they're gonna try and use that smoke gank. Black Hole was still not used, by the way. And the Enigma is going for that Helm of the Dominator. No Midas for now. There's also a smoke gank purchase onto Slayer. In bottom lane, it looks like they will get a Battle Hunger here onto Ramses. They will get the Boop as well as the Leech Seed. There is a skill point. There's actually no skill point here. No Sunder for Ramses. Can he actually disengage? Zayat will not live to tell the tale. Oh, they will. Oh, Winter's Curse onto this beautiful Axe. Can they get the kill onto him? He's going to commit the call. A lot of armor, but with the stolen Overgrowth from no one. This is another kill, and this is a double for Ramses, and he even gets healed by the Beautiful. So he's just ready to keep on fighting. Triple Wraithband build going towards Ayashi, looks like. Oh, Chronosphere. They will find this Terrorblade, but he has Sunder. No mana for it. Maybe if he thread switches, can he get? No, he cannot. And they do find a counter kill, even though they lost 2 heroes in this bottom lane. Nice rotation by NoPango in the top lane. Pasha trying to push this, already has the Helm of the Dominator ready, so that is a lot of damage. Zayat trying to set up onto him for some. Oh, again, using the little tree, and he's going to get the Boop. That's a lot of rude rotation. And now the Leech Seed slowing him down. Do they have the gap closed from that Scarif Mage? And it looks like they won't be able to actually find this. Oh, they do get the concussive shot somewhere else. The Kato ended up dying. Pasha trying to get the Black Hole, but they do get the silence with that, with the Mystic Flare. So that is another kill. Killing spree for Sylar. Pretty good. Ramses already level 9. Yasha pretty much done. And they will TP the Kato here. Still level 5. Only 1 point in the Illuminate. No one trying to get that still, and he will. Nicely done right there. Gonna have a lot of wave clear now. The Blinding Light just booping him out. And he even, he even commits the... He just wanted to get the range creep right there. He wants to get that Will-O-Wisp, and he does get level 6 thanks to that. And he is ready to start fighting. The top lane, we do see Zayat once again just trying to stay on top of these trees, just being super pesky with how random his position can be. It's very hard to actually pinpoint exactly where he is now that he can actually travel through the trees. And he's heading up onto this Pasha. Once again, the Radiance Candle, perfectly timed. The Midnight Pulse. Oh, actually doesn't break this 1 tree. It doesn't break 1 tree, and now Pasha doesn't find a Black Hole. They might even be able to engage with the Scarif Mage, but with this Tomato, it looks like they're a little bit scared. Now Zayat, they break the tree. It looks like they baited him pretty hard here. The Malefice with the damage from all those Eidolons isn't enough damage. Zayat trying to disengage. The Overgrowth's going to be there, but they do find the kill before he can actually become invisible. And that is the 3 heroes from VP actually trying to push this tower. It looks like even Roger trying to get vision off the jungle. This is going to be a free tower for sure. At the same time, in the bottom lane, we do see no Pangolier trying to force this. No one will channel that Illuminate Naive. Alright, they even steal the Time Walk, and no one is going to be fine. Actually, going for the Blink Tag already has the gold, and they do lose Lair as he was here. I guess he was trying to deep push this wave, but he's going to be taken down. And Ramses, after Virtus Pro was able to get the tier 1 top, they're already signing up for the tier 1 mid, but he actually disengages. Doesn't feel that this is safe. There is Chronosphere available, but the Faceless Void is showing bottom, so I don't think he can actually do much. Has a TP on him, and Ghostic, he's setting up here, has the Blink Dagger. Once again, let's see if he can debut this as beautiful as he did in the first game. I remember that he got a kill onto the Spectre. Can he actually get a kill onto no one? He does seem to be pretty worried about his positioning, and the Dire Scan will give vision of Roger. They are trying to set up for the bounty runes right here. The Blink Call does not find Roger, and they will be at least able to find the 2 bounty runes in this area. But it looks like Virtus Pro, they will trade 2 for 2 since they have heroes set up in the top area of the map. The Time Walk towards the triple wave right here. Naive will keep on farming towards the Battle Fury. Needs to finish the Demon Edge, and he is going for this tower pretty quickly. It looks like no Pangolier. They are engaging here in the jungle from Virtus Pro. Smoke being committed. Let's see if they can find a jump. They do have the call and the Blink Dagger as we talked about. Virtus Pro, they do drop another ward here. No Pangolier has a lot of vision, but not necessarily the vision from the heroes they want to jump. They're all here in the high ground area. So they're kind of mimicking the same movements that no Pangolier is attempting to go for. They are trying to collapse in the middle lane. The Scarif Mage is going to show. This could be a bait. The time walk from the no one. Can they get the jump? The Axe is waiting for it. Double go. He doesn't find no one. They're actually going to be able to find Ikato. And now he's looking for Pasha here. The Battle Hunger is going to be laid out, but he doesn't want to commit a black hole, only the Axe. At the same time, the Mystic Fire is going to be completely off the mark. And this Brewmaster, oh, the black hole onto the Axe. They do it anyways. And with Ramses there, they actually have the follow-up damage. And no Pangolier, they bleed 3 kills and they don't find anything. That being said, the Chronosphere was not committed and the Battle Fury is about to be done. But with this momentum here in the middle lane, they might be able to find this tier 2 tower. They have a catapult as well as the attack speed from the Helm of the Dominator. Oh, Midnight Pulse, zoning Zayat away. They will lift him here. And with that stolen concussive shot, this is an easy kill for Virtus Pro. Tower falling rapidly. They do commit the Blinding Light onto Slayer here, trying to stop the push. And now Faceless Void looking for a kill, but there is vision from Virtus Pro thanks to this war, so he needs to be very careful with how he approaches this fight. Alright. Look at that Virtus Pro, they know exactly where NoPango is. They are trying to engage here with Slayer. Where is the Chronosphere? Oh, they're gonna find 2 here, but they do blink out. No one actually steals the Will-O-Wisp once again. They will commit a Mystic Fire onto Roger, but this boy is so tanky because of that Code Embrace. They are trying to find the kill. Winter's Curse holding Slayer in place, whereas the Chronosphere from Naive, he actually still holding on to it. The Battle Fury finally gets done. That's probably why he didn't commit the Chrono. Not only that was a solo Winter Wyvern, that was also no Battle Fury onto him, so his damage was definitely lacking in comparison to now. I'll revive this, and now they want to find Solo. He doesn't have a TP. Actually, he does have a TP. Let's see if he can TP away, trying to go all the way into this deep area of the map. But look at that Zayat. He can walk through the trees. He doesn't find it. Oh no, he doesn't find the spot. He didn't believe. He didn't believe in the power of the trees. He does not benefit. It looks like he's going to be fine here solo. Just chilling.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright. Commits another one. Oh, can they set up onto Sylar here? They will commit the Splendor Blast. He does not find Sylar. Pasha looking for a play. Does not have the Black Hole. He will commit the Mystic Flare here. Isn't enough damage to find Solo. They will get that kill. Now Roger with the Primal Split trying to get on top of this Scarif Mage. He is very, very squishy. I don't think he's going to survive this, even with the Midnight Pulse damage there. Nice lift. Can they get the kill? They will. So that is a kill for Pasha. As it happens, we do see Naive setting up for this tier 1 tower. In the top lane, he hides behind the trees, time walks forward, and this is going to be the Faceless Void trying to force this. No one, though, already setting up, has the Blink Dagger. Do they have the lockdown to actually kill this Faceless Void? I don't think that's the case at all. Stolen Time Walk, allowing no one a little bit of extra initiation if necessary, and as that happens, they will commit the Refraction, slowing the Faceless Void down, but he actually doesn't he feel that afraid. Well, okay, Solo will drop a sentry here. Looks like the Trina ends up dying in the bottom lane. And we will see Virtus Pro pressuring for this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. Solo trying to set up for the bounties already. 19 minutes and 40 seconds. They will commit a glyph here, but okay, they will actually send a hero. Can they stop this push? There is a Black Hole available for Pasha, no Blink Dagger. And they will get the tower regardless. And Roger will also set up for the bounty at the same time. The top lane Solo trying to battle Slayer who is the Winter's Curse. They will finally go for it. And Jesus, that is a lot of damage. Naive just gets lured into destroying his Slayer. Kato feels bad, man. And okay. Sylar, pretty close to what seems to be a Road of Athos. So he just needs he needs the crown and the rest hip. The rest hip is now a little bit cheaper than before, but still pretty costly. Alright, Solo zoning Ghost Tick away. But this is already a 7,000 golded for Virtus Pro in terms of win percentage, more than 75%. So Virtus Pro definitely doing better than in the first game, and it shows that the PA was clearly a huge counter to the mid Rubik in comparison to the Scarif Mage. You know, the Scarif Mage is not having a terrible game, but if you actually check net worth here, the difference in net worth is very apparent, and the difference is in kills, right? 3-4-5 against the 3-2-9. So Rubik definitely participating in more kills. Shadowblade though, ready for the Faceless Void, and he might be able to start finding some extra kills. We didn't saw a lot of Chronospheres in this game. He's been farming, he's been pretty quiet throughout the game, but he might be ready to start delivering here. Oh, it looks like they actually find the axe in this jungle area. The Metamorphosis is even being forced for it. Alright, so Pasha level 15, gets the GPM talent. This boy's gonna farm like crazy. Looks like he's going for a pipe after the Greaves. Yeah, I think this is Greaves already done for him. There you have it. And they will set up for the Roshan. They do have a decent amount of Metamorphosis duration. They actually had the Helm of the Dominator aura as well, but it looks like the Enigma doesn't want to give the Roshan away. They even set up with the Wyvern right here, but with this smoking, they will be able to get vision. Nice Winter's Curse holding the Scarab Mage in place, but with the Willow Lamp here, they will buy more time. The Terrorblade trying to clear it up, but because of the Blind Light, he's not going to be able to get it, and they will get a kill onto Roger before he can even pop that Primal Split. Roshan at about 50% HP, Naive afraid of the Black Hole, and Pasha also afraid of the Chronosphere. They will get as low onto Solo thanks to the time dilation, but Naive doesn't want to move forward. Roshan though gets contested by NoPango, and he looks, oh, that is a beautiful call onto the Enigma. Can he actually get this kill? Pasha pops his Greaves, he's pretty tanky, and now Zayat shows up, will get a good ult, and where's the Chronosphere from Naive? There you have it. It's going to be on the Rook, but Stolen Will-O-Wisp, allowing them to maybe disengage. Ramses tries, baits the Sunder, he doesn't get it. Now it's a Culling Blade onto the Rubik, no one dies, and he's going to buy back TP into the Shrine. They will get another Culling Blade, that's the dead Solo, and now no one, he TP'd here, he might just die back. They're gonna get the boop onto him, he's trying to fight, and now they're gonna buy back on the Wyvern as well, but this TP is going to take so long. Zayat trying to disengage. Beautiful double call with the Blade Mail. Can they get no one? Yes, they will. Triple kill for Ghostic, and they want to get more. Ramses Solo, where is your Sunder? He gets it done, but the damage is coming through. Can he actually get nice Golden Embrace? Buying time. Naive gets the beautiful Living Armor from Zayat, and now they show up with Roger. The clap's going to be there, but the Time Walk away from Naive will allow him to disengage, at least for now, trying to get a Time Walk out. Roger is so fast with the Phase Boost Rams, but he will be able to disengage. So many buybacks committed on the side of VP, both the Rubik and the Wyvern. They never actually get their Black Hole down. Beautiful fight by them. Alright guys, I think my chat broke. And I cannot read any comments. I'm sorry if there's like anything wrong going on. I cannot read any comments. So yeah, Roshan is fine. It looks like no one is actually attempting it for now. Smoking from Virtus Pro. Maybe they were expecting NoPango to actually force the Roshan, but they don't. They actually chill. And this smoking here, about halfway duration. It doesn't look like it's going to yield Virtus Pro anything. They do have another Metamorphosis ready, and the Scotty is ready for Terrorblade, so they might be interested in just going in. There is no Chronosphere after all, but the Scarif Mage is around. They will actually remove vision with those illusions, and they actually get into the pit once again. They have the Black Hole, they have the Winter's Curse, they have everything to fight. And it looks like they will respect Pangolier. They will respect Virtus Pro, and they actually do not go for Roshan, or maybe they don't know this is happening. The Radiant Scan is going to be laid out. I think this is pretty obvious. But Pangolier, without Chronosphere, they know they cannot fight, and they're not going to force this. Alright. There you have it. It's Ramses that gets the Aegis, already level 17, has the Scotty done, and he wants to get a BKB next. We do see Pasha farming it up right here. Already has a 1000 gold on top of that. It's very effective versus the Silence. Zayat actually gets spotted, gets taken down by Ramses, and that is a stolen Leech Seed by no one. We do see a glyph being committed right here. They will TP Ramses, a call onto the Enigma of all heroes, and the Chronosphere is going to be there. There's not going to be a Black Hole. It looks like a Cold Embrace is going to be there. The Time Walk away from Naive. He doesn't want to be involved into that. Oh, they actually get the kill onto the Enigma anyways. Winter's Curse buying time, but the X finds that kill, and it looks like both Treant and the Kato dead. They are trying to disengage here with Ghostic, but I don't think he's going to be that lucky. The call's going to be there by some time, but he will be right-clicked down by the sheer physical damage of this Terrorblade. So they do get the Enigma, but they actually pay a huge, hefty price for it. The Faceless Void keeps on farming, and I really like the way Naive is playing. You know, he is very, like, he wants to participate, but once something goes wrong, he's like, alright, I am the carry, I am not going to participate in this. Oh, the lift from no one, actually locking him down for one Ice Age. It looks like that's a stolen living armor. Can they get this tower? Yes, they can, and the Time Walk away. Now Roger shows up with the clap, as well as the Fate Bolt from that pesky Rubik, but with the time dilation and the Time Walk, this is what's going to be fine, and he gets level 20. He gets that bigger cast range Time Walk that the Rubik, unfortunately, cannot steal. Alright. Kato. Scanning some vision around. Enters The Winter Wyvern just using the tree area here to set up. Wants to be completely unnoticed. And for now he is. She is. I mean, I don't know. Shrine gets committed by Pangolier. In terms of Aegis duration here, we have about 3 minutes of Aegis duration onto the Terrorblade. I wonder how much VP wants to force this. They are not going for a Blink Dagger on the Enigma, even though, even though they have these Aegis, you could say like, oh, we're gonna fight. I think if they're gonna push, they're gonna just try and group up. The initiators right now are the Brewmaster and the Wyvern. He doesn't have a Blink Dagger, but there's a lot of cast range on Solo. He actually drops a Tinker Ward right here. And they are trying to set up for this tier 2 tower. No response from Pangolier from now. So Pangolier, no response. The tower actually falling pretty quickly here in Solo. Actually holding on to the Splinter Blast. I guess he doesn't want to give away his positioning. Finally goes for one. He will be able to force this a little bit more. And the entirety of Pangolier just chilling into their own jungle. They don't want to be here, and this is going to be a free tower unless they actually send someone to deal with this. They already have the Enigma setting up. This is, yeah, I think this is going to be a free tower. As it happens though, the entirety of Pangolier trying to go for the same play, but they are super late. So I wonder, does VP just group up? They have this catapult wave anyways. They have the Aegis, they have everything, and it looks like they will march forward. The Metamorphosis is available for the Terrorblade, and in fact, he might drop it right now. There you have it. VP trying to force their hand. They do want to get the Aegis down call onto the Terrorblade with the Blade Mail. They will commit a good Mystic Flare, but it's not enough damage. Manta onto the Terrorblade. The center is going to be here. The Will-O-Wisp trying to buy time. Ghostic will disengage, but it looks like that's a Winter Scarce onto the Keeper of the Light. They're just going to destroy the poor old man, and he is dead. He's going to buy it back, but the tower falling so fast for that Terrorblade. Look at the range barracks just melt the damage of Ramses, and this is 2 lanes of barracks. No, they will commit a Blinding Light trying to buy time. Ramses doesn't have another mantra, but eventually he's going to be able to get this, and yeah, no response whatsoever. The Faceless Void is farming. I actually do not understand this at all, and they just get a free lane of barracks, and they will disengage with no, I mean, if you're not going to contest this, don't even buy back the Caudal, right? I don't know. I think this is very costly for them. I don't understand why they didn't want to fight with BKB Chronosphere. I guess, I mean, the Aegis does make it pretty hard for the Faceless Void, but even then, in terms of win probability here, we're approaching the 90% mark. Alright. Time walk forward. Naive level 22. Getting pretty close to that butterfly. Just going to be farming here. Ghost Tick level 15. Going for a BKB as well. And Solo has just been here the entire time. That's his new home. Hello. Alright, so let's check everyone's items. The Wyvern doesn't really have much. Terrorblade has a BKB Dragonlance. The Rubik is going for an Axe after the use Scepter. And the Crimson Guard as well as the Greaves done for the Enigma. Brewmaster with the Gem, Blink, Drums, and Face. Caudal doesn't really have much. Axe with the Blink, Blade Mail, hooding to the BKB. Skyrif Mage has an Axe, so that's pretty poggers. That's a lot of damage as well as the Road of Atos. The Chain Protector here, going for the Mega Iron, actually has the gold for it, and he might be scouted by no one. He's going to blink out. Roger trying to set up onto that. Okay, so the Mega Iron as well as the Bounty gets snatched by Chain Protector, but he actually had vision here with the Sentry. Chain Protector trying to disengage the center. Stomp is going to be on point. Cancels the Overgrowth cast point. Can he disengage? No, he cannot. Oh, it's stolen. Oh, and the Blinding Light here just... Oh my god. Ooh. No one, god. Gets 2 kills there. Chain Protector. Oh, and the Haste Room. He's going to get a pretty long duration lift right here. There's going to be a Blinding Light in a couple of seconds. He might be able to, boop Siler towards the Terrorblade. They do get a reflection, but that's a blink. Oh, look at that Mystic Flare with the Chronosphere. That's a dead no one. Cold Embrace, buying time. Pasha trying to move forward. Has the Black Hole available. Pops the Greaves, and now BKB onto Ramses. They will find the Skyrif Mage, and with the Primal Split, they will also find the Ghostic Axe. So this is 4 heroes that are going to buy back the Axe. No buyback on everyone else. This could be another lane of barracks for Virtus Pro. They are marching forward. The Scotty Manta already done on to Ramses here. Can they finish this game off, making this a 1-1? That's exactly what they want to do, and they will try, but there is backdoor protection. There is one range creep marching forward, but for now, it actually buys a lot of time to know Pangolier. The Metamorphosis about halfway duration. They will get a good overgrowth here, buying even more time. X trying to disengage, and Midnight Pulse is going to be laid out. Remember, there's still Black Hole available for this Posh Enigma. And Naive looking for a fight, but he doesn't have the Chronosphere for 20 seconds. I'm sorry, 60 seconds. So Loco missed the Glimmer Cape to disengage. I heard a call somewhere else. They're trying to fight in multiple areas of the map. Solo has the Winter Scourge. They do have a sentry here, but Naive will time walk forward once the sentry gets removed. There is a gem onto the Brewmaster after all. We will commit the annoying reflection right here. The Manta dodging the Road of Ages from the Skyrif Mage. The Will-O-Wisp trying to buy time. They will get the call here. BKB popped onto Ramses. The damage is coming through though. Rams is very low HP, but he will actually destroy the X, and he is out of buybacks. The tower will fall even with the living armor. They will get a good Road of Ages here, but there is no damage onto that Skyrif Mage. Even with the Mystic Flare, he knows how tanky the Terrorblade is. 2.6k HP. There's no way a level 2 Mystic Flare is going to be enough. In Virtus Pro, they get the tower and they disengage, but this could be a fake back. They actually just committed there. No Solo. The smoke's gonna break, but he has a Glimmer Cape looking for a Winter Scourge. He's not gonna find a clap on 2. They will get a good Winter Scourge onto the Skyrif Mage. Naive, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to kill Sylar, but he was going to before Sylar. They're actually being engaged by the Ramses Terrorblade. Beyond God like him on him, and they will commit a Chronosphere Scepter from no one, buying time. The BKB was not forced onto the Naive. Cold Embrace onto the Inuga still has Black Hole. Naive trying to battle, but he's gonna be forced to time walk away, and it just looks like the team fight from Virtus Pro is better. They did have that Chronosphere, but now the Black Hole is going to be on point. This is a dead Faceless Void. Doesn't have a buyback. GG gets called, and this becomes a 1-1. Virtus Pro definitely feeling stronger. Definitely a better performance for them. A better draft as well. And we will go to game 3, guys. Stay tuned. Thank you all for watching the stream. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube and you like my work, I really appreciate if you can watch this on Twitch. If you can't, if you don't want to, it's fine. But, you know, remember to subscribe on the YouTube channel and follow on Twitch if you like the cast, because then you can actually watch it again. Thank you all for being here. And, yeah, I'm going to be... And you thought VP had a bad draft. Okay, let's... I didn't say they had a bad draft. What I said was, I see a team that is still holding on to the old ways of the 719 patch. And on the side of NoPango, I see a team that's picking mid-Skyrif Mage, Caudal position 5, Treant position 4. I mean, Treant was popular back then, but this is a different hero, so it doesn't count. And you get the Faceless Void, alright? So I'm like, okay, they are looking for the new stuff, but that doesn't mean I like their draft better. If I gave that impression, that's just because VP won, and I would look bad. Thank you all for watching. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Enjoy your royalty-free music. Don't leave the stream. It really helps if you guys stay here. And, you know, you can just hear the best of the royalty-free music that you cannot get anywhere but YouTube. Bye.
I know all the words, I've heard them in many voices. I feel them within your eyes, I'm judging but disappointed. I'm not the one I used to be, got someone else infusing me. Say, is this when I give or I gave up? It's like I know what to say, but something's getting in the way. This person that you so admire, now it's stuck in such a bad attire.
On the road.
Do it for my home homies, they be back home, still homegrown. Trying hard to get back at it, but no one knows where I'm going. Running around like a jaguar, now I'm headed back to the tropics. Going hard for my fam, yeah, now I'm headed back with a profit, yeah.
Always always one step ahead, but I can't seem to feel a moment. I'll be peeking through doors, every one of them carefully closing. You don't need to tell, I'm out of time. Felt it trickle into the heart of mine. Say, is this when I give or I gave up? It's like I know what to say, but something's getting in the way. This person that you so admire, now stuck in such a bad attire.
On the road.
Oh my God, you more money. Oh my God, you more money.
Will I cry? Will I leave behind broken and crumbled signs, hiding all my roads to you? Uh-oh. And if I fight, will I come to life, calling for all your light, giving all my heart to you? Uh-oh. And I've been falling, I've been lost, and I've been calling on my ghost. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home. Oh. I am done. I will stay to find every hidden sign, taking all my roads to you. Uh-oh. And I will fight. I will come to life, calling for all your lights, giving my light back to you. Uh-oh. And I've been falling, I've been lost, and I've been calling on my ghost. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home. Oh. And I've been carried, I've been dragged, and I've been lucky, torn inside. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home. I'm coming home. And I've been falling, I've been lost, and I've been calling on my ghost. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home. Oh, because I'm coming home, coming home.
I am not the victim of this love affair. You can make me go away. I don't really care if it's getting fair. I just wanna love you, babe. got me around your finger. Got me in a twisted state of love, but I refuse to see it. Yeah, you can turn me upside down, turn my heart inside out, but I have never given up. Do it again, just do it again. Sleep is for the dead and love is for the wicked. Baby, till I repeat and fade. Yeah, you can turn me upside down. Do it again, just do it again. Yeah, you were what I need, don't you understand? We were made to fall in love. Give me what I ask, let me hold your hand. Baby, you just have to know. Got me around your finger. Got me in a twisted state of love, but I refuse to see it. Yeah, you can turn me upside down, turn my heart inside out, but I have never given up. Do it again, just do it again. Sleep is for the
Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. We are back with Game 3 between Virtus.pro and NoPango. Thank you all for being here and watching this game with me. As you all know, what's up with the mic?
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know. Is there something up with the mic? I don't know.
5 seconds remaining.
Anyways, we are back with some Dota 2. NoPango did take the win in Game 1, but look at that. They actually snatched the Phantom Assassin once again. Let's see Virtus.pro. Let's see if they have a plan for this. I don't expect them to pick the Rubik because it's actually banned by them. But since they banned the Rubik and actually the techies, that is very awkward for me. Since they banned the Rubik, they do get the Phantom Assassin, but they will have a different mid-hero for Virtus.pro. So maybe NoPango will be forced to play this Phantom Assassin in the safe lane. They're actually going to get the Faceless Void for themselves. So already having... I think the Lich is already a good response against the Phantom Assassin because of that shield. It reduces damage percentage-wise. And all the damage from PA is physical. So I really like the Lich pick. I think it's a great strategy. Now let's see if it's going to be enough. Or if NoPango has a good strategy here. They could pick the Magnus, for instance. But I think that is very... There's very all-in, you know? You're picking 2 core straight up. I think... Well, the... maybe you could just pick an Ogre here to, you know, enable the P a little bit more. I think if you pick Magnus, it's way too dangerous. I don't know. What is the score? It's 1-1, guys. You can see there's a tick here. There's a tick here. They're actually going for the Magnus. Anyways. Alright. So, pretty bold move by NoPango. It looks like they thought about it very thoroughly. And okay.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright, here's what we're going to do, guys. I'm going to stream only on Twitch. Then, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, you have to go to the Twitch stream. I think Restream has a problem right now. Like, there's this error showing up here. API connection has been expired. I think we have a problem with Restream that allows me to stream on both. So, everyone watching on YouTube, please migrate to Twitch because I don't think we're going to be able to stream on both platforms today. I think it's just a punctual problem, so we should be good to go in the other days.